Good morning. We are going over our study guide today. You guys can either watch this on your own using headphones so that you can pause it when you need to, or you're welcome to watch it as a class. All right. Your Unit 6 test is tomorrow, so going through this today is going to be very helpful for you in order for you to understand what's going on. All right, in the first one it says, write the equation of each line that is graphed at the right. So if we start with line A has our y-intercept, which is always our b. That would be 8. The y-intercept of line B would be 16. Those are the first things you will need to know. You also need to know the slope of each line. To find the slope, you find 2 points that are on coordinates. Find the rise, so we went up and it's going by 2's. The run is going by 2's as well, so it would be 2 over 4. So it's always the rise, and this is for our slope, which is always m. The rise is 2. The run is 4. So that makes our slope 1/2. This is a positive slope because it is increasing from the left to the right. So we would write y equals 1/2 x plus 8. For the second one over here, here's our first point, here's our second. This time the rise is 2, the run is also 4, but it's a negative slope. So we have a negative 1/2 this time. So our equation for line B would be y equals negative 1/2 x plus 16. What is the solution? The solution is always the point where the two lines intersect. This is located at 8, 12. And when you use an ordered pair, please remember to use parentheses and a comma to separate. For question number 2, it says solve this by graphing. In the first one it says y equals 6. Well, remember this is our x coordinate, this is our y coordinate. Because this is y, you just go up to where y is 6, put a dot, and then you can draw your line. When you're doing your test tomorrow, I do want you to use a ruler so you have nice straight lines, because that's going to help us determine where everything intersects. In our next one it says y equals 3x minus 3. So the negative 3 is our y-intercept. Our slope is 3, so that means our rise is 1, 2, 3, and over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. We have enough points to draw our line. And the solution is always where the two intersect. If you look right here, they intersect at 3, 6. Again, making sure you use commas and parentheses. For number 3, the first one we can graph starts at a positive 2. And the slope is negative 1, so that means up 1, backwards 1, up 1, backwards. We're going backwards because the slope is negative. Draw our line. Now the next one is not in slope-intercept form, so we must put it in slope-intercept form before we can graph it. To do that, we have to get the y by itself, so we start by subtracting 3x from both sides. And remember, because we want this in y-intercept form, we're going to put the minus 3x first so that it's in slope-intercept form. Divide both sides by 3 so that y is by itself. 3 divided by 3, because it's negative, you get negative x. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now if you notice, these two are the exact same now. Y equals negative x plus 2. So if I were to graph it, it would be the exact same line. So that means we have infinitely many solutions, because it ends up being the exact same line. Our next one, they're both in the correct form, y equals mx plus b, so I can graph them. First one, I start down here at negative 3. My slope is 1, up 1, over 1, up, over. Remember, you need at least 3 points to draw your line. Once you have those 3, you can draw it. Our second one starts at a negative 5. So we start down here. Now it says 1.5. So when we do this, we have to go, that is our rise. Our rise is 1.5. So we're going to go up 1 and then halfway and then over 1. Up 1 and then halfway and then over 1. So this one's going to be a little bit harder to see exactly where they cross, but try to be as accurate as you can. Where they cross, it looks like it's going to be about in this area, right up in here. So it could, because our drawing is a little bit off, it could be anywhere in between this area right here. I'm going to take the point for 1 because I know that's the solution. Hopefully yours is a little bit closer than mine. Okay, next one. The first one is in the correct form. So we start at y equals 3. So we go up 3. The rise is 1. The run is 2. It's positive, so it's going to the right. Up 1, over 2. Up 1, over 2. Draw your line. The second one is not in slope-intercept form, so we have to put it in that form first. Again, we want to get y all by itself. So you do the adding x first. Those will cancel. You have 2y is equal to x minus 6. Divide both sides by 2. Those cancel. You get 1/2 x. 6 divided by 2, so it would be a minus 3. So if you notice they have the same slope, different y-intercept, that's going to tell me something. We'll notice when we graph it. We start at -3, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Hopefully you noticed, or hopefully you remembered, that any time a system of equations has the same slope but a different y-intercept, you will get a no solution because they will be parallel lines. Okay, so anytime you are graphing and the slope is the same, the y-intercepts are different, you have parallel lines, so it will mean no solution. Anytime they're exactly the same, you'll have infinitely many solutions, and whenever they're different, you're going to have one unique solution just like this. Alright, that is the first page. We'll stop this video and then we'll go to the second page with the new one.